Hey, hey, how are you? I wanted to hop in here and talk about leadership skills. And one simple tool that I actually just really dove into personally, um, because I know as a coach how freaking helpful it is when you can understand how your body develops any skill. So I want to share this insight with you in a really simple tool. Like, if you're a leader, and I'm sure you are, and you feel like you could be more effective leading your team, like, you come to the table, you've got a lot of things you want to execute, and you want to communicate those really effectively to your team so that they can get out and assist you and support you in that process with that mission. But you get to the table and you're completely overwhelmed, and your brain is like, oh, I have so much to say, I don't even know where to start. And you almost just jumble it up and feel like you're going to shut down. And I get it, because I've totally been there too. Like, you have all this passion, all this drive inside you, and that's not the problem. You're never short on ideas. You like hold that message so close to your heart, and it's like, this is what you were put on the earth to do. Unleashing it will move the masses. That you see it all the time. You see it in your mind's eye. It gets you kicking the sheets off the bed in the morning. You feel it deep in your bones. Like, I totally feel that too. And sometimes you just feel trapped, like somewhere in the pure passion of what you have in your heart, you can't quite articulate or communicate that out, right? Or like, I want to get my team firing on all cylinders, and you just literally get into this overwhelm. So I wanted to share with you this really cool tool and just a little understanding around your biology, right? You can actually alter your body and enhance your ability to effectively communicate to your team, effectively articulate your message. And that's amazing, right? Like, it's just like any other skill. It's just like riding a bike. And here's the thing, like, you could practice agonizing over all your words and become completely addicted to it and like really good at it, which is where I certainly have been myself in my own leadership journey. Just like losing myself in the overimportance of my own words. And the more you practice that analytical gymnastics, the better you get at it. Like, you're a really good, like, verbal freezing gymnast, a verbal, like, analysis paralysis. You become really good at it. And the question is, how good do you want to be at that skill, right? Like, is that helping you lead your team? Probably not. So here's one thing that I know I've used to help me overcome. Part of it is really just, for me, it was like my own fear of saying the wrong thing and, letting that shame poison my body and get me paralyzed. And, being the one who always like feels like she's going to burst out of her skin to share that revolutionary idea, and then getting bogged down in my own bullshit. Like, what am I even trying to say? Will they get it? Will they hear me? What are they going to think? And it really was helpful for me to just recognize, gosh, that there's like my own arrogance in that, and be able to shift that. And that's the topic for all of the day. But here's what you can do. It comes down to this: strengthening your myelin. Okay? Myelin is this wonderful stuff that makes us better at any skill, from riding a bike to communicating your message effectively. And it's literally the protective protein, the protective coating around all of your nerves. So when you practice a particular skill or behavior over and over again, it means you are sending the same signals, right? You're firing the same signals along the same neural pathway, and your body is always looking for ways to adapt and become a more efficient machine. So what does it do? It looks for that highest level of efficiency by saying, oh, okay, we're firing these signals down this neural pathway over and over again. Let me strengthen that protective coating, that myelin sheath around the nerve, make it thicker, which means the impulses you're firing can move faster. And ultimately, that is what creates skill acquisition. So if you've ever swung a tennis racket, it feels really clunky at first, but you keep doing it over and over again, what's happening biologically is that your body is actually building a thicker myelin coating around those nervous impulse, around the nervous tissue rather, so that those impulses can move more quickly. And once you're able to move those impulses more quickly, you develop more skill. It's ensuring that the signal gets transmitted. Skill acquisition, right? So you clearly get where I'm going with this. As a leader, you want to be able to effectively communicate, and you don't feel like you're there. All it takes is repetition. So how do you get there, right? Like, it's just like anything else. Do you want to get better at swinging a tennis racket? Well, first you need to hire a coach to teach you how to swing it properly, and then you're going to practice how to do that. So here's one exercise that you can do. It's actually like a couple of little steps to shift your mindset. We're going to start with the mindset, okay? And this is really going to help you, because again, it's not for lack of ideas. It's how do you drill them down? How do you narrow the focus and get that idea out without getting completely overwhelmed or stuck in your own kind of headspace with it? So step one is to sit still. Even if you just do this for like 60 seconds, take that minute and just be present. Like, come into the moment, slow the mind chatter down, like all the to-dos and all that kind of stuff, and just come into the present moment, okay? When you are still, you open up your body to receiving a burst of passion. And that's what we leaders operate on. We get these bursts of passion, these bursts of creative ideas, and that's super motivating. But we don't always tend to act on them, right? We're busy humans, and we're running throughout our day, and we get these bursts, and then we just kind of try to store them in file cabinets, and that overwhelms us. And then when we are like, wait, what do I need to execute? And it's just such a feeling of overwhelm. So give yourself the pauses. And I talk about this a lot in terms of health training, right? Your body needs those pauses for a lot of reasons. But one is, as a leader, it opens your body up, right? Literally opens you up on a cellular level to receiving the burst of passion, the brilliant idea that gets you fired up, literally, and getting it surfaced, right? So then you have it. You've now created the space. You've gotten the burst. You've gotten the idea. You've got the brilliance. What are you going to do next? Step two, voice memo that shit. Right? Right away, as soon as you feel that idea come up, and it will, because you're a change maker, grab your phone, hit record, and blurt it out, right? Trust in your pure, unfiltered words. Just get it out. Boom. Okay? Then step three is to simply put that on repeat. The more that you practice steps 1 and 2, the stronger you're going to build that myelin around those signals that fire to get your amazing ideas communicated in a simple way, right? So you're going to practice that over and over. The thicker your myelin gets, the better it insulates, and the faster and surer your thoughts become real change-making moves. You simply get good, really good at the skill of trusting your heart to organize your words without you having to think about them all the time. And that's really exhausting, right? Like, so it's kind of reserving your energy for more critical leadership tasks, which also completely strengthens your overall health. So, I mean, it's like a win-win. This is yet another way you can mitigate stress as a leader. So I encourage you to try that. Again, really simple, 60 seconds, all it takes, but then you want to put it on repeat. If you know somebody that you feel is like getting stuck in their own bullshit or their own stress of it all, share this out with them. It's so easy to make these changes when you understand how your mind works, how your body works. And again, as leaders, it's like, how can we up level, and how can we as high achievers really create a machine that actually supports our passion and our ideas. and the things that are going to help us revolutionize the planet. So get out there, try that. Comment below if you have any questions, and feel free to let me know how it's going. Shoot me an email. I'd love to talk and see what you do with it. All right, get after it. Boom. So psyched for your freedom. Peace out.